Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chem Origin. This is Dr. Satish Kumar.
Dear students, in this video module, we discuss about the another important concept of organic chemistry, that is classification of organic compounds. Classification of organic compounds. Students, there are large number of organic compounds are existing in nature, and also day by day a new organic molecules are discussed. So as the day by day increasing the number of organic compounds, in order to identify easily, for the sake of convenience, in order to identify easily the organic compounds, generally the organic compounds are broadly classified into two types. Because of the existing of the large number of organic compounds, so it is very easy to identify them. So these are broadly classified as a two types. The first one is acyclic compounds, or it is also called as a open chain compounds. Acyclic compounds or open chain compounds. This is one classification. Another classification is cyclic compounds or closed chain compounds or ring compounds. Cyclic compounds or closed chain compounds or ring compounds. So students, the first classification, the classification one, acyclic compounds or open chain compounds are we discussed briefly. Next, these cyclic compounds or closed chain compounds or ring compounds again classified into two types. One is alicyclic compounds and the other one is aromatic compounds. So students, organic compounds are mainly classified as a acyclic compounds, cyclic compounds. Again, these cyclic compounds are classified as a alicyclic compounds, aromatic compounds. These alicyclic compounds is also classified into two types. That is, one is homocyclic compounds, or it is also called as a carbocyclic compounds. Homocyclic compounds or carbocyclic compounds. And the another classification of alicyclic compounds is heterocyclic compounds. But these alicyclic compounds classification, heterocyclic compounds should be non-aromatic. Again, in the aromatic compounds, the aromatic compounds are classified into three types. That is benzenoid compounds, non-benzenoid compounds and heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So students, here in the alicyclic compounds, heterocyclic compounds with non-aromatic nature. In the aromatic compounds, heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So students, in this manner, in order to identify the nature of the organic molecules or organic compounds, so these are broadly classified in this way. So based on this, we can remember large number of organic compounds along with their names. So based on the structure of the organic molecules, generally organic compounds are classified as follows in the picture. So students, organic compounds are broadly classified into acyclic compounds or cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds again classified into alicyclic compounds or aromatic compounds. These alicyclic compounds again classified as a homocyclic or heterocyclic compounds. Again, here the aromatic compounds are classified as a benzenoid compounds or non-benzenoid compounds, and also heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So students, what are acyclic compounds, what are cyclic compounds, what are alicyclic compounds, what are aromatic compounds, what are benzenoid compounds, what are non-benzenoid compounds, what are heterocyclic non-aromatic and heterocyclic aromatic compounds, we can discuss it detailedly one by one. Students, we discuss first about acyclic compounds or open chain compounds. Acyclic or open chain compounds. Students, these acyclic compounds is also called as a aliphatic compounds. Acyclic or open chain compounds. Acyclic or open chain compounds is also called as a aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic compounds. These aliphatic compounds are may have straight chain or a branched type of branched chain or a straight chain compound. See, for example, here ethane is a straight chain molecule. For example, if you see isobutane, its name is isobutane. This isobutane is a branched compound. So students, these acyclic compounds is also called as a aliphatic compounds. These compounds may be straight chain form or the compounds may be branched chain form. So students, these are acyclic compounds or open chain compounds. Few examples. The examples of acyclic compounds are ethane, CH3, ethane. Similarly, for example, if you see isobutane, isobutane. Similarly, if you see acetaldehyde, CH3, C double bond OH, acetaldehyde. Next, acetic acid, CH3, COOH, CH3, C double bond OH, acetic acid. Ethane, isobutane, acetaldehyde, acetic acid. These are the few examples of acyclic compounds or open chain compounds or aliphatic compounds. Next classification is, so students, we discussed now acyclic or open chain compounds. Another classification is cyclic compounds or closed chain compounds or ring compounds. So what are these cyclic compounds? We can discuss it detailedly. Again, these cyclic compounds are classified as a alicyclic compounds and aromatic compounds. So what are alicyclic compounds and what are aromatic compounds? We can see detailedly one by one. Next, alicyclic compounds. So students, in the cyclic compounds classification, the first type is alicyclic compounds. Alicyclic compounds. So students, these alicyclic compounds are the compounds which contain a carbon containing cyclogen systems. Carbon containing cyclic systems are called as a alicyclic compounds. Alicyclic compounds. The examples for students, we know in the previous video module also we discussed about these structures, these compounds. Cyclopropane, cyclohexane, cyclohexene, tetrahydrofuran. Students, sometimes if these cyclic compounds may contain say heteroatom in the cyclic system. So students, already in the previous video module, in the video module 2, we said already heteroatoms in a carbon chain, in a cyclic carbon atom, in a cyclic carbon compound, heteroatom, other atoms other than carbon and hydrogen which are present in a organic compounds generally called as a heteroatoms. So those are like oxygen or sulfur or nitrogen or phosphorus. These are generally called as a heteroatoms. So these heteroatoms may also present in a cyclic form of the carbon compound. So the best example for heteroatom containing alicyclic compound is tetrahydrofuran. Students, this is the structure of the tetrahydrofuran. Tetrahydrofuran. Generally, in many reactions, it is used as a solvent. Students, this is important to note that tetrahydrofuran. In short, it is called as a THF. THF, tetrahydrofuran. In many organic reactions, this tetrahydrofuran is used as a solvent. So tetrahydrofuran is popularly used as a solvent in many organic reactions. Tetrahydrofuran, in short it is called as a THF, tetrahydrofuran. So students, this is about the cyclic compounds or closed chain compounds or ring compounds which is having the type of alicyclic compounds. Students, these cyclic compounds again classified and also classified as a aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds. Students, this aromatic compounds topic is very important because in our the present lesson we discuss detailedly about these aromatic compounds. What are aromatic compounds and how they are classified? What is the nature of these aromatic compounds? These aromatic compounds generally participates in which types of reactions? So I already told you students, there are different types of reactions exist in organic chemistry. That may be addition reaction, or it may be substitution reaction, or it is an elimination reaction, or it is a rearrangement reaction. So what are these reactions? We discuss detailedly in the coming video classes. So students, the aromatic compounds, briefly about these aromatic compounds we discussed in the aromatic compounds preparation and the properties of the aromatic compounds is their concept. So there we can discuss it detailedly about. Just here a fundamental basic knowledge is enough for aromatic compounds. So students, generally the popular example for aromatic compounds is benzene. Benzene is the popular example for aromatic compounds. Students, we know the molecular formula of benzene. We are very familiar with the molecular formula of benzene. C6H6. C6H6 is the molecular formula of benzene. Benzene. So students, this benzene ring is a 6-membered ring and it is having 3 pi bonds in a conjugate manner, or alternatively double bond, single bond, double bond. So this is benzene. Benzene, very important students. So you should be familiar with the structure of the benzene and also molecular formula of the benzene. C6H6 is the molecular formula of benzene. Molecular formula of benzene, C6H6. So students, this is the it is a very well known example for aromatic compounds. So students, if this benzene ring may have substituents like NH2 group, if a NH2 group is present as a substituent on the benzene ring, so students, this is our benzene ring. If this benzene ring is having a substituent, it may be a halogen, or it may be a OH, or it may be a NH2. In the present example, we are here taking a substituent as NH2 amino group. Students, this NH2 is called as a amino group. Amino group. Amino group. NH2. NH2 is amino group. So if an amino group is present as a substituent on the benzene ring, it is called aniline. 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 Very, very important students. Benzene ring molecular formula is C6H6. Aniline. Benzene ring is having NH2. So students, here we replace one hydrogen atom with a NH2 group. Therefore, the molecular formula of aniline becomes C6 C6H5 C6H5 NH2. C6H5 NH2. C6H5 NH2 is the molecular formula of aniline. Molecular formula of aniline. So students, benzene molecular formula is C6H6, means a 6-membered ring is having 6 hydrogen atoms. A 6-membered ring is having 6 hydrogen atoms on 6 carbon atoms. So students, benzene ring is a 6-membered cyclic system. So in the benzene ring there are 6 carbon atoms are present. Each carbon atom is connected with a hydrogen atom. If the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6. So one of the hydrogen is replaced with a substituent like halogen or a amino group or a OH group or any substituent, that is called substituted benzene derivatives or substituted compounds. So students, the benzene molecular formula is C6H6. C6H6 is the benzene molecular formula. So benzene ring, benzene is a 6-membered cyclic system. In the benzene ring 6 carbon atoms are present. Each carbon is attached with one hydrogen. So there are 6 carbon atoms, and these 6 carbon atoms each one attached to 6 hydrogen atoms. So this is the molecular formula of benzene. So in the benzene ring, one of the hydrogen is replaced with a substituent. For example, in the example aniline, if you replace one hydrogen atom with an NH2 group, aniline with a NH2 group, if you replace the one hydrogen atom with an NH2 group, it becomes aniline. For example, suppose if I replace one hydrogen atom with a halogen, like students, we know halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine are halogens. So suppose if I replace one hydrogen atom with a, for example, a halogen like chlorine Cl. So chlorine atom, one of the hydrogen is replaced with a chlorine atom, then it becomes chlorobenzene, and its molecular formula becomes C6H5Cl. C6H5Cl. So students, we know the benzene's molecular formula C6H6 and aniline molecular formula C6H5NH2. Similarly, students, there are existing a stable compounds if a two benzene rings are together combinedly. So that is called naphthalene. If a two benzene rings, so this is one benzene ring, this is another benzene ring. So two benzene rings are fused together to form an aromatic compound, that is called naphthalene. So similarly, suppose if you fused a three benzene rings, another benzene ring to this system, and it is called anthracene. So students, if two benzene rings are fused together, it is called naphthalene. If you fused with another benzene ring to that naphthalene system, then it is called as a anthracene. So detailedly about this anthracene and naphthalene we can discuss it in the coming video classes. So students, generally these aromatic compounds, benzene or aniline or naphthalene, these type of compounds are said to be benzenoid compounds. So students, in the classification we already told you benzenoid compounds. So once again we can saw the classification. See students, here aromatic compounds are classified as a benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. So in this benzene, aniline, naphthalene, these type of compounds, benzene compounds and the derivatives of benzene are called as a benzenoid compounds. There are some aromatic compounds, even though they don't have a benzene ring, those type of compounds are called as a non-benzenoid compounds. Non-benzenoid compounds. So students, the example for non-benzenoid compound is tropone. This tropone is a 7-membered cyclic system, and it is having a oxygen with that. So C double bond O, a carbonyl functional group is present. Tropone. This tropone is an example for a non-benzenoid compound. Non-benzenoid compound. Whereas benzene and the substituted benzene compounds are called as a benzenoid compounds. So benzenoid compounds, non-benzenoid compounds. Generally aromatic compounds are again classified as a benzenoid, non-benzenoid. The compounds which are having benzene ring in its structure are called benzenoid compounds. The compounds which does not have a benzene ring in its structure, even though they have a aromatic nature, those are called non-benzenoid compounds. Again students, these aromatic compounds, whether it is benzenoid or non-benzenoid, sometimes these atoms in their cyclic system, they have a heteroatoms like oxygen or nitrogen or sulfur or phosphorus in its cyclic system. Those are called as a heterocyclic aromatic compounds. Heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So we can see the examples for heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So students, these are the popular examples for heterocyclic aromatic compounds. Heterocyclic aromatic compounds. So this it is a 5-membered ring. So its name is furan. Furan. So students, already we saw the tetrahydrofuran. Tetrahydrofuran. We saw in a we saw it already in the aliphatic cyclic compounds. Aliphatic cyclic compounds case we saw. This is called THF or tetrahydrofuran. THF or tetrahydrofuran. If this tetrahydrofuran ring have two double bonds in a conjugate manner, it is called furan. Furan. So students, this furan ring is a 5-membered system and it is an aromatic compound. Similarly, suppose if you place sulfur in place of oxygen, it is called as a thiophene. Thiophene. So furan is a 5-membered ring, have a oxygen atom in the 5-membered cyclic system, and it is an aromatic compound. If a 5-membered cyclic aromatic system have sulfur in its cyclic system, it is called as a thiophene. Similarly, another example for heterocyclic aromatic compound is pyridine. Pyridine. Pyridine is a 6-membered cyclic system. Students, just now we saw the structure of the benzene ring. C6H6 is the molecular formula. That is a 6-membered ring. So 6 carbon atoms are connected in a cyclic manner. But in case of heteroaromatic compound like pyridine, in case of pyridine, one nitrogen atom, one heteroatom nitrogen is present in place of a carbon atom in the benzene ring. That is called pyridine. Pyridine is a 6-membered ring. Students, pyridine molecular formula is C5 H5N. C5H5N. C5H5N is the molecular formula of pyridine. So students, we saw the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6. So instead of one carbon atom here in a 6-membered system, if nitrogen is placed, it is called as a heteroaromatic compound. Pyridine. Pyridine. Heteroaromatic compound pyridine. So students, this is about the classification of organic compounds. Because of existing large number of organic compounds, in order to identify, in order to remember the properties or nature of the organic compounds, so in order to remember that, these organic compounds are classified in the following manner. So acyclic compounds or cyclic compounds. These cyclic compounds again classified as a alicyclic compounds, aromatic compounds. Again these alicyclic compounds are classified as a homocyclic, heterocyclic, and the aromatic compounds are classified as a benzenoid, non-benzenoid, heterocyclic aromatic compounds. Students, before going to discuss about the nomenclature of the organic compounds, first we should know the definition of functional group. What is functional group? So students, functional group is defined as an atom or a group of atoms is attached to a carbon chain, and the attached group or a atom is having characteristic chemical properties of that organic compound is called a functional group. So students, generally functional group is defined as an atom or a group of atoms. For example, The examples for functional group is hydroxyl group OH, or an aldehyde group CHO, or a carboxylic acid group. It is a functional group COOH. So students, functional group is defined as an atom or a group of atoms. An atom or a group of atoms attached to a carbon chain, and these group of atoms or an atom is responsible for the characteristic chemical properties of that organic compound is called a functional group. Is called a functional group. An atom or a group of atoms attached to a carbon chain. For example, students, suppose you can take an example, propanol. Propanol, CH3, CH3, CH2, 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 OH. Its name is propanol or propyl alcohol. Propanol or propyl alcohol. CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. So its name is propanol or propyl alcohol. So students, this is a carbon chain. To this carbon chain, we added a group of atoms OH. So an atom or a group of atoms attached to a carbon chain, and the group or a group of atoms attached to the carbon chain, its characteristic chemical properties of this organic compound. So students, for example, if you take propanol, in case of propanol, the properties of the propanol, the chemical properties of the propanol depends upon the OH group. OH group. Then this OH group is called as a functional group. Functional group. So students, OH, this is a hydroxy functional group. So this is called propyl alcohol. Similarly, if you take in place of OH, suppose if you take in place of OH as a CHO, 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 aldehyde functional group, CHO. So here the group of atoms is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So for a carbon chain, if a group of atoms is attached and the characteristic chemical properties of this organic compound is depends upon this group of compounds only, group of atoms only. So this is an aldehyde group and its name is butyraldehyde, butyraldehyde or butanol. So an atom or a group of atoms attached to the joined to the carbon chain, and the chemical properties, and it shows a characteristic chemical properties of that organic compound. So for example, in case of butyraldehyde, the chemical properties of butyraldehyde is depend upon the CHO functional group. Therefore this CHO is called a functional group. So it is an example of aldehyde group. Similarly, if a carbon chain is having a COOH, acid, carboxylic acid functional group, and its properties are depend upon this COOH group. So students, this is about the functional group. Next, homologous series. Homologous series. So students, this homologous series is a group of organic compounds, a number of organic compounds. Commonly they contains a same functional group. They contain a same functional group, but the number of carbon atoms and the place of the carbon atom is different, but they are having same chemical properties, are called a homologous series, and each member is called as a homologous, homologous, homologous series and homologous. For example, students, if you see, for example, we can take an examples, ethane, ethane, CH3, CH3. Similarly, if you take propane, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is the propane structure. Or you can take butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So students, you can see from ethane to butane, there is a one CH2 group is coming. Or similarly, you can take pentane, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. So in ethane, two methyl groups are directly connected. In case of propane, one CH2 group is there. In case of butane, two CH2 groups are there. In case of pentane, three CH2 groups are there. So students, these compounds are having same chemical properties. So these are all generally called as a alkanes. These are all under the classification of alkanes. These are called alkanes. So the example for alkane is a ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane. So these are combinedly known as a alkane. So students, in this manner, a group of organic compound, ethane is a compound, propane, butane, pentane. So these organic compounds are having same functional group and their chemical properties are similar, but the number of CH2 groups are varied from a molecule to another organic compound, or one organic compound to another organic compound, one organic molecule to another organic molecule. So these are called as a homologous series. So all of these compounds are called homologous series, and the each member of a homologous series is called homologues. Ethane is a homologue, propane is a homologue, butane is a homologue, pentane is a homologue. So students, this is about the homologous series. So a group of a number of organic compounds having same functional group and having same chemical properties, but the difference is the number of CH2 groups in their structure and the placement of the functional group is called as a homologous series, and the each member in the group of organic compounds is called as a homologous. Next very important topic in organic chemistry is nomenclature of organic compounds. Nomenclature of organic compounds. Students, in the organic chemistry, generally organic chemistry deals with millions of organic compounds. So in the millions of organic compounds, whenever if we want to discuss about a particular organic molecule or a particular organic compound, so in the millions of these organic compounds, specifically or directly or exactly if we wanted to discuss a particular organic compound, it is necessary to develop a systematic naming method. Systematic method to naming the organic compounds. So there is a systematic method is developed for the naming the organic compounds. For naming the organic compounds, a systematic method was developed and it is called IUPAC system. IUPAC system. So students, generally in organic chemistry topic, we discuss about many or large number of organic molecules. So in order to identify them clearly without any confusion, it is necessary to assign a particular name for each organic compound. So in order to assigning the name for each organic compound, so generally a systematic method was developed by IUPAC and it is called IUPAC system. IUPAC system. So what is this IUPAC system? How we assign for a given organic compound according to IUPAC rules, we can see detailedly. Before going to discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature system, based on the origin of the particular organic compound or based on the certain properties of the organic compound, there are common names for certain organic compounds. So in those, a few of the organic compounds common names we can see before going to discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature. So the common names for generally or popularly well-known organic compounds we can see in the given table. Students, CH4, its common name is methane. CH4, methane. Or you can see CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Its common name is N-butane. Or if you see CH3 twice, CH, CH3. isobutane. Isobutane. Students, you can see N-butane and isobutane have same molecular formula. Same molecular formula, students. See, N-butane have 4 carbon atoms and hydrogens. 10 hydrogens. So this is N-butane, and also you can see isobutane is also having 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. So same molecular formula but different structure and different name, different arrangement. So N-butane, if the organic compound CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, it is called N-butane. Or if it is in the form of CH3 twice, CH3, then it is called isobutane. Next, CH3 4C. So if a carbon atom is surrounded by 4 methyl groups, then it is called neopentane. Neopentane. Similarly, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. It is called propyl alcohol, or in short it is called as a propanol. Next, HCH4, HCHO. It is called formaldehyde. HCHO, formaldehyde, or CH3 twice CO, acetone. Acetone is a common name. CHCl3, students, this is we are very familiar. CHCl3, it is called chloroform. Next, CH3COOH, students, we know very well. CH3COOH, acetic acid. Acetic acid formula we know, CH3COOH. Next, benzene, C6H6. C6H6 is the benzene molecular formula. Students, benzene name is a common name for C6H6. Aromatic compound C6H6 is called benzene. So benzene is a common name and its IUPAC name is different from this common name. But this benzene is popular. So this common name for C6H6, this benzene ring is highly popular as a benzene. So common name is highly popular. Similarly, C6H5OCH3. C6H5OCH3, it is called anisole. Anisole. C6H5OCH3, anisole. And you can see C6H5NH2. C6H5NH2, its name is aniline. Aniline. So students, this aniline already we discussed in the previous slide. If a benzene ring have a NH2 group in place of one hydrogen, it is called aniline. Aniline. Similarly, for example, if a benzene ring has a COCH3 in place of hydrogen, then it is called acetophenone. So students, see, C6H6 is a benzene. C6H5 in place of one hydrogen, if you place a OCH3 group, then it is called anisole. Or if you place a NH2 in place of one hydrogen in benzene ring, then it is called aniline. Or in place of one hydrogen, if you place a COCH3 group, COCH3 functional group, then its name is acetophenone. Similarly, students, CH3O, CH2, CH3, it is called ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether. CH3O, CH2, CH3, ethyl methyl ether. So students, these are the common names which are highly popular for certain organic compounds. These are the common names for organic compounds which are highly popular with their common names: benzene, methane, butane, neopentane, isobutane, acetone, chloroform, acetic acid, CH3COOH, anisole, acetophenone. So students, these are some of the common names. Some of the organic compounds are highly popular based on their common names. Okay students, I hope you enjoyed this session. So students, in this video module, we discuss about the classification of organic compounds, and also we saw what is functional group, what is homologous series, and there are some common names, some popular organic compounds having common names. based on their properties or based on their origin. So what are the common names for certain organic compounds? In the today's video module we discussed. So in the next video module we discuss about a very important concept, the IUPAC nomenclature for a given organic compound, how we assign a systematic name according to IUPAC. So how we assign name for a given organic compound we discussed very detail. Thank you very much.